On the one hand, you can flex, right? You can flex that you're hanging out with Kanye West and you're
okay, chat was saying skip these low testosterone gamers, and then you get an AI
hanging out in Dubai and all that fun stuff. But on the other hand, he's not practicing what he preaches, right? He wants you to become an alpha and have a good life and all that and be happy. This is a dude who's not happy, who's constantly...
What? Imagine, okay, I'm not happy, but you're too scared to show your own face in a Discord call with other men in their 30s playing video games. Okay, people are like, they need to insist that I'm unhappy. You don't even have enough confidence to show what you look like. Thanks for the 5. Do trios with Monkey, Aiden, and Hitler. What the I've heard a lot of disagreement. The one part of that debate that was interesting was like the disagreements about whether Hitler was Christian or not. But it is true that he did use the cross, and he did quote the Bible in his speeches. But in a lot of ways, Hitler was kind of an occultist too. I guess he used Christianity, but he was not a good Christian. But that's another reason why I can resonate with Islam, is that you get criticisms for, if you are not a good Muslim, then they will criticize you, right? They will call you out, just like Zerka kept saying, like, oh, SNEAKO had a threesome, SNEAKO had a threesome. And the difference is, like in Christianity, if you sin, like you do coke and smoking cigarettes and stuff like that, and you're around prostitutes, then you can just go confess. You just repent, right? The shame of sin is not the same in Christianity as it is in Islam. For example, like when I mentioned with the 3 Muslims that I still wanted to drink, everybody told me you have to stop. You can't be a bad Muslim and still expect to be rewarded by Allah for being a good person. So all the times that you sin, you are actually called out for it. You see, like, I find it ironic that Zerko's saying, like, SNEAKO had a threesome, SNEAKO had a threesome. Like, you're doing degenerate stuff every day. A degenerate calling somebody out for doing degenerate activities, like that doesn't hold up. Like, unless you're completely pure, then I can understand you calling someone out for that. But if you're being a degenerate, then you have no right to do it. But that's the difference. That's the main difference between Christianity and Islam, is that in Islam, the guilt and the shaming for not being perfect is much stronger. Thank you for the 5. SNEAKO, I'm a religious Jew, and us Jews have a lot more common ground with Islam than a religion that believes in God as a man. I love the content. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. Top Jew in the chat. Fantastic panel yesterday. We'd love to see you and Nick have a serious conversation about religion without derailment. Zerko's good content though, lol. Praying for conversion to Christ. Yeah, he is good content. Very entertaining. But does not make for... The conversation could have been a little more intellectual. Okay, I want to watch this video. We're pivoting away a little bit. This is Destiny explains what he sees in SNEAKO.
That's the thing about like SNEAKO, and it kind of hurts me a lot too, because I initially had like
it hurts you a lot. If you guys don't know, this guy's Some Ordinary Gamers, and now he's saying it hurts him about me. If you don't remember, for context, I got in a call with him and I asked, like, he basically had the NPC answer that girls have when I ask him what they don't like about me. He said like, yeah, I don't like you. I don't like what you talk about. I'm like, can you name one thing that you disagree with that I talk about? And he had nothing to say. And then he just started flexing his assets.
Really bad view of the guy. I was like, oh, this guy's just Andrew Tate light. And then I did the Destiny thing where we interacted because of that. So I was like, okay, he caught me off guard because I was like, dude, I don't know what to say. You just caught me off guard in the middle of the night. I'm playing Factoria. So I go to his older content.
Oh no.
And the thing is, it's like there are moments where like I can kind of see a kid that wants to try and critically think. You know what I mean? But then like nowadays it's like, oh shit, you just became like the bot that you're calling everyone, right?
Yeah, it's actually so sad because his older content is not even good. It's like great. It's like he's got a lot of really amazing older videos.
Chat, type of 1 if you've watched my older content, and type of 2 if you've just found me from streaming, because I really recommend that. I've been posting my old videos on Twitter, and that's what I'm going to be spending June doing, is making these types of videos.
And he's making these and editing these. They're shot well, the message is cool, the writing is done well, the comedy's there, and he's shooting and doing these when he's like, what, like 21 years old?
Now you're 20.
Yeah, and then to see today when he's just like towing the line, like, it's funny, as much as he says like NPC bot and Matrix, he is like 100% stuck there. And the problem is like the whole world keeps pushing him in that direction too, right? Ban him off YouTube, deplatform him, push him away. All the people on the left are like, yeah, I understand why. Like, there's no way, like, it would take an insurmountable amount of like personal personal dedication to actually like move himself out of the circle that he's in now, because look at how much he got rewarded for everything, right? He's hanging out with people in Dubai, he got to hang out with Kanye West, like why the would he ever believe anything anybody on the other side says, you know?
Well, now it's always like this is what the canceled life is like, and then you see photos of him like, you know, having a good time in Dubai or whatever. And it's like at the end of the day, like I don't know how long that's going to be sustainable, given the fact that, you know, he's been banned off a lot of the mainstream platforms, but we'll have to see.
On the one hand, you can flex, right? You can flex that you're hanging out with Kanye West and you're
Okay, Chad was saying skip these low testosterone gamers, and then you get an AI
hanging out in Dubai and all that fun stuff. But on the other hand, he's not practicing what he preaches, right? He wants you to become an alpha and have a good life and all that and be happy. This is a dude who's not happy, who's constantly...
What? Imagine, okay, I'm not happy, but you're too scared to show your own face at a Discord call with other men in their 30s playing video games. Okay, people are like, they need to insist that I'm unhappy. You don't even have enough confidence to show what you look like.
Crying about people canceling him, who's not happy in his relationship either, because he's not happy that he's getting cucked, but he has to make believe it's good for him somehow.
That's not
this
true.
is someone who's destroying and burning his future, even though he's preaching the fact that this is how you can build your future.
Okay, do you see the Cope chat? That these are gamers, and especially like that AI dude who... My entire philosophy goes against what he does. I'm saying don't game, become better every single day. You should train, you should work hard. It takes a lot of discipline, it's difficult. And then he just wants to continue gaming and hide his face and stay in his basement. So instead of admitting that, you need to discredit me and insist that I'm unhappy. It's all Cope. But
I just also feel really bad because like I wanted to like do like a video on it, but then I realized like there was one clip that really with me. It was like he had family members that he couldn't go to because he wouldn't shut the fuck up about like vaccines and all like the political stuff. And I'm like, dude, when your like IRL family is cutting you off because of your online behavior, that's like, that should be like the wake up call, you know? That should be like the...
My family never cut me off. We had a lot of disagreements and just thought at the time it was better to not have those conversations.
Yeah.
Maybe I should change, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't disagree, but I mean, like I said, like, once you start going down a certain road, you're just like, you're pushed farther and farther and farther along, and everything else around you is going to reinforce
it'll
it.
Just
so
radicalize anyone.
You see how like everybody is, when you go on a journey of self-improvement, especially publicly, everybody is ready to scrutinize and criticize and analyze all of your actions and everything you do. So now is the perfect time to be the best Muslim I could possibly be the best person I could be, and just never slip up, because if you do, they will attack your weaknesses, right? I don't even know how Zerka heard that I had a threesome, but now he will continue to bring it up every single debate. I don't know what he's tweeting about, somebody link it, but you have to act perfectly if you're on a self-improvement journey, because all the people who aren't, they don't want to see you improve. Especially, it's like when you start to surpass your old friends from high school and stuff like that. They kind of want to bring you back to degeneracy. They want you to smoke weed and play Fortnite all day with them, because seeing somebody who was at the same point succeed, it's a reflection of your own bad behavior.
To either side.
yeah.
Do you think that might have happened to you after like getting banned off Twitch or something? Because I do remember, like, I'll put on like clips of you with like 1v9 debates from time to time, and I'm like, damn, you just like you have one slightly different opinion. Because we went back to the whole like trans discourse, right? And it was like, you're not even really disagreeing. You just have you're not like giving the same bullet points, and you're just completely ostracized from that community. Or like these people are just dogpiling. So it's like, what happens then?
When I was like 15, 16 years old, I grew up my whole life Catholic. I went to a Catholic grade school, and then I went to a Catholic high school, Jesuit high school. And I thought a lot when I was 15, 16, 17, as I kind of became an atheist. I thought about my parents, thought about what my parents taught me, and I thought about the kind of person that I wanted to be. And a weird thing kind of happens when you lose a religious foundation. You lose a lot of the foundation for life. Metaphysically, you lose the understanding of what reality is. Epistemically, you lose the understanding of like, how do we know what's real or what's true? Ethically, you lose like your, you know what, I don't even know what it means to be good anymore. And in the process of kind of like rediscovering these things, I got lost down an Ayn Rand hole for a little bit, because I think we all do as teenagers when you're an edgy internet kid. You know, your Fountainhead, your Atlas Shrugged, your Anthem. So I had my little libertarian phase, and then I kind of thought like, okay, there's a lot of people in life that I don't want to be like. I want to be different than these people, but I want to be different in a meaningful way where I'm, you know, forging my own path and I'm going in my own direction.
Skip this certain trans. Okay, we can skip. Yeah, okay.
That's it. Your job?